Sometimes when you make a bracelet, you really like it, but you wish it could be a little bit bigger. I know it happens. At least it happens to me all the time, because I've mentioned before, I'm a fluffy girl. I've got a lot of bracelet real estate here to fill up. So sometimes just a single pass of a stitch is not, it's fine, but I just want to make more of a statement. So I've already done a video on how to do the flat spiral stitch, which is a really great, fast and easy stitch. If you haven't looked at the video before, you really should. I'll pop a link up for that. What I'm going to show you how to do today is double that flat spiral stitch to make a wider bracelet or necklace or whatever it is you want to make. So let's take a look at these beads. The way you're going to make this is you're going to do a complete first pass of whatever it is you're making. So in this case, I'm making a bracelet. This is a complete pass of the flat spiral stitch. And so I could put a clasp on this, call it a day, and be done. But what I've decided to do now with this is add a second pass of this. And this is how we're going to do it. I've already gone ahead and put a stopper bead on my thread, and just the way I would start out a single line of this is going to be the way we're going to start out with this double. So I'm picking up 2 of that center spine bead, and then I'm picking up the beads for a loop. So in this case, it is 4 size 11 seed beads, a 3mm fire polish, and another 4 seed beads. Then we're going to pull all that back down. I'm going to pass back from the tail end up through those 2 spine beads there. So this is just exactly as if I were starting it over here, but here's where it gets a little different. So now, instead of adding this same set of beads as the second loop here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the 4 seed beads, but I'm actually going to have that fire polish bead be shared between 2 loops. So now I'm picking up the fire polish of that first wing that I added there, and now I'll pick up the other 4 seed beads that go on the bottom of that fire polish. We're going to pass back up through those spine beads. This can be a little fumbly to get started out with. Now as I tighten this all together, you'll see how now that is attached, and we've got the double. Okay, so then for our next set, remember, you'll be picking up an additional spine bead. The first loop will be normal, so it's 4 seed beads, a fire polish, 4 seed beads. You're passing through the top 2 of the spine beads, so you have to bring that new one down so that you can catch that as one of your 2 that you're passing through. Okay, and now we're going to attach this one in through the next fire polish, which means we're picking up 4 seed beads, passing back through the next fire polish on the previous pass. There we go. Catch it. We'll pick up the bottom 4 seed beads, and then back up through the top 2 spine beads. And that's it. You just keep going and adding all the way along, and you're just picking up each one of these 3mm fire polish for that side as you go along. And it gives you this double wide kind of bracelet. The one thing I would mention to you on this is a clasp. I've seen a lot of people do this technique where they bring the clasp attachment from, say, the spine bead here and the spine bead here, and they create a V and create one clasp here. What I don't like that, for the reason that it tends to make this end hitch. It makes it hitch up kind of like that. It kind of creates a little bit of a odd spot right there. So instead, what I think the prettier option is to add a small clasp on each one of these spines. So even 2 toggles would be fine. Just create a nice, add a nice small toggle here, add a nice small toggle here. You've got a double clasp, which makes it more secure, and then it'll lay nice and flat. You won't have that weird kind of hitching up thing that can happen if you try to add just a single clasp on that. So it's a way to make a really fast and easy project twice as nice. Don't you love that? Have you subscribed to the channel yet? Because if you haven't, you need to make sure you do, because I'm coming out with videos every Wednesday. How cool is that? Happy beading!